Alright, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. We are going to go into this Thursday night football game, dissect it, and crack these folks. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, it helps me on my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my sports betting community and Discord server, it'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. And both my partners below, BetOnline and Bet105, are offering 50% deposit matches when you click my links. Alright, so we'll get right into it. We're going to look at this game. We got the 49ers traveling to go see the Rams. This will be an interesting one. I'm a little bit confused by the money and how this is looking. There's some ways to get to both teams, so I'll give you guys all the information and you can make a decision and go with your gut, and I'll also tell you guys what I'm playing, okay? So let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into the player props. And to me, these two props kind of just stand out. Look, Christian McCaffrey, he's all they got. He is literally all they have. I mean, you have a running back who's basically gone, he's basically gone over 54.5 his last 4 games. He's at 92 and 88 the last 2. Now, those are worse pass defenses than what he's going to see tonight, but I just can't see his usage going down. They're going to run him to death. They're going to put him on screens. They're going to put him in pass routes. He does everything. He is literally all they have currently, which we'll get into later. But I like his passing yards line, or his receiving line. And then Kyren Williams, I also love his line as well. He's getting 3 targets a game and averaging 2 catches a game. That's one catch, he can get 10 yards. One nice screen pass, he's got 10. I will be shocked if this line is low. He's gone 14, 18, and 17 his last 3. I will be very surprised. And I think we're getting such a good price. I mean, you can almost get even money. I'll be shocked if Kyren can't get 10 yards. So I will be on that as well. And without further ado, we might as well just get right into the game. There's only one game. There's not a lot to talk about. So let's take a look. Guys, again, Bet105 is offering minus 103 on each side of the spread. There's no place to get better odds in the world. It's disgusting. I love this book. Anyways, 49ers traveling to LA. So they are on the road. The Rams are at home. And you're laying 7.5 points. So you can get the 49ers plus 7.5 and the Rams plus 7.5. But before we get into truly dissecting this, let's take a look at where the money's going so you guys can kind of have an idea of where everybody's betting. So if you look here, this is Outlier, guys. This is my favorite sports betting tool. It's in the description, 7 days free. If we take a look, my bad, I'm like clicking everything but what I actually need to click. So this is the money right here, guys. And as you can see, everything, and I mean everything, is on the Rams. 86% of bets, 85% of the money, and then even the spread, 61% on the Rams, 70% of the money. I mean, everybody is just betting the Rams. There is not a soul on earth betting the 49ers. And then as far as the over-under, pretty much most of the money is going towards the under. So everybody's on the Rams and everybody's on the under. Now, I shouldn't say everybody. They're split on the over-under, but more of the money. So the over-under is 50-50, but the most money is going on the under. So the guys with big pockets are betting the under. As far as the spread and the money line, it's just pure Rams. Now, that is a good sign. Pretty much the whole world's on the Rams. The only thing to be cautious about when it's this heavily weighted one side is, why did it go from 8.5 to 7.5? Why did the line get better with all the money going on the Rams? It should have went 8.5 to 9.5. It went 8.5 to 7.5 with all the money going on the Rams. That makes you think the books really have a good read on this, that maybe the public's just missing. Maybe they have insider information. Maybe it's rigged, because you shouldn't see it go 8.5 to 7.5 when all the money's on the Rams. You should have saw, okay, we need to lay 9.5. No one's betting the 49ers. The books are holding strong and even making it better, almost as if they're begging you to bet the 49ers tonight. So just something to consider. And if, again, them 49ers, if the Rams don't cover this 7.5, Vegas cleans up, because again, you have 85% of the money and the bets on the Rams. Just things to consider, guys. Again, everybody said they wanted this information. I don't want to see these comments from you guys. Matt, I followed the money and it lost. It's not a guaranteed win. This is just something to look at. It's just something to add to your look. I can share all the plays I want. You guys got to come up with your own money-making method and crack their ass. That's how it goes. You got to come up. You got to make your own bets at the end of the day. I'm just giving you the information and telling you what I think from 10 years of sports betting. Okay? Anyways, let's get back to the game and talk about what we do know. And let's start with, are the teams healthy? So, San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy is out. The third string quarterback, Curtis, is out. They have Mac Jones in as a starting quarterback. Juwan Jennings is out, wide receiver. Ricky Parcell is out, wide receiver. Jordan Watkins is out. Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver, is out. Left tackle, Spencer Burford is out. Left guard is on the injury reserve, Ben Bardich. Isaac Alicorn suspended, the right tackle. Their defense is riddled with injuries as well. This entire team is broken. This is not even a complete, it's like half of a football team right now, guys. They're just such a good organization, so tough and so well coached that they're still winning games and keeping games close somehow. I mean, this is half of a football team. They are riddled with injuries. And now they're traveling on the road to go to LA. But if you turn around and you look at the Rams currently, they basically have no injuries, none at all. Tyler Higbee, the tight end, is doubtful, but Davis Allen's fine. Colby Parkinson's fine. They have 4 tight ends on this team. It's not a big deal. And then they have a right tackle who's doubtful, Rob Harvenstein. Warren McClendon, the backup's just fine, though. There's basically, and then on defense, basically no one's hurt at all. They are basically a completely and utterly healthy Rams team, and the Rams are already one of the top teams in football anyways. Now, where do these teams stand on paper so far? And who have they played? So we got to take a look at that. If we look at where they stand on paper, let me get to it here. The 49ers passing offense, believe it or not, they're actually ranked number 2 in football. The Rams passing offense, they're ranked number 3. So we have 2 of the top passing offenses in all of football facing each other tonight with a very low total. That can be scary when you got a total that low, but you have teams that are so good at passing. When it comes to rushing, 49ers are 28th, almost dead last. The Rams are 13th. So the Rams basically have a great offense. They can pass and run. 49ers, they've only had luck passing the ball. They can't really run it. A lot of screens, a lot of dump balls to CMC, a lot of quick passes. They got Mac Jones in there. Just hurry up, drop back, get the ball out. Oh, bitch. Red zone offense, they both suck. Something to consider is when they get down by the goal line, they don't get it in a lot. Might be why you're seeing such a low total. Sure, they can move the ball. Sure, they pass well. They get to that red zone, they're not scoring. They're struggling. As far as pass defense goes, you got top 10 in football. Number 6 is the 49ers, and number 9 is the Rams. So they are top 10 passing defenses. So you have the top 5 passing offenses versus 2 of the top passing defense. So top passing offense versus top passing defense, does it cancel out? We will see. And then rushing defenses aren't bad either. So you have 2 good offenses and 2 good defenses, truthfully, and they both have good red zone D. Looking at this thing just strictly on paper, you basically have 2 very good teams. They're good at passing, they're good at stopping the run, they're good at stopping the pass themselves, and they're good at stopping people from scoring. Where these teams lack is their red zone offense is kind of bad. They don't score every time they get down there, and the 49ers cannot run the ball, whereas the Rams can. But you got to take a look at who these guys have played before you put too much into that. Who have the 49ers played to get these stats? The Seahawks, they're not great. The Saints, they're basically the worst team in the league. The Cardinals, they're also awful, let's be honest. And then they saw the Jags, who are good, and they lost. They beat the Cardinals by 1. They beat the Seahawks by 4. They beat the Saints by 5. They've had a 1 point, a 4 point, and a 5 point game. Then they lost to the Jags by 5. So if you're looking for an angle to get to the 49ers, well, teams can't score on them. Their red zone defense is pretty good. They're versus a Rams team who can't ever score when they get down to the red zone. Their red zone offense is awful. And to take it a step further, every game they've played has been within 5 points. So now you got to lay 7.5, and no one's beat them by more than 5. It's a little bit scary. So that is one way to get to the 49ers. If you're trying to find an angle to bet them, is all their games are close. They're a great team with great defense. No one can really score on them, and the Rams can't score once they get down to the red zone. So a lot of field goals, maybe low scoring, and maybe they keep it close. 7.5 is a lot versus a really good defense like this. There is a reason that line went 8.5 to 7.5 when everybody's betting. The Rams. Doesn't make sense. Flip side, if you look at who the Rams have played, they played the Texans and won. They played the Eagles and lost by 7 or 6. That was a great, but they lost by 7 versus the Eagles. Great team. Then they won against the Colts by 7. Another great team. They played the Texans, the Eagles, the Colts, and the Titans. They've played some good competition. The teams the Rams have seen versus the teams the 49ers have seen, it's not even close. This is by far the hardest matchup these 49ers have had. The closest they've had is who? The Seahawks or the Jags? I guess maybe the Seahawks. The Jags have no defense. It's not even comparable. This Rams D's tough. This is by far the hardest matchup the 49ers have seen. They've lost by 4 or 5. I think the Rams just being that much better than the teams they've seen is what's going to push this over the edge. Look, I'm not extremely confident about it because my alarms go off when you have an 8.5 move down to a 7.5 when 90% of the bets are on the team and the line's getting better. It's like the books are begging you to bet the Rams tonight on the spread. That said, maybe I am a sucker. I can't see it any other way, guys. I just can't. This 49ers team is not a team right now. I mean, the Rams are going to have to punch it in a couple times. I think they will. So does all the money. So does the sharp books. I wanted to show you the line movement. Let me just bounce back real quick. Again, you guys already know my play. I'm going to be on both the running backs receiving yards, and I'm going to be on the Rams -7.5. Did want to show you what the line was doing though, so you guys could kind of see how the line movement is currently. So for this Rams spread, it's down to 7.5. It's showing 8.5. Let me pull this up and show you guys. Here's what the lines are doing. You always want to look at the sharp books. So you would look at Pinnacle, Circa, Bookmaker. These are books that are considered sharp. Pinnacle is the #1 book. This is now at 7.5, so we'd want to look at a 7.5 here. And if you look at the line movement and where the money's going here, let's pull up to 7.5 and take a look real fast. Last thing I'll show you guys. And what you'll see is Pinnacle started at +113 and it's all the way down to -116. The line is just getting killed down. It started at plus money, and these big syndicates, these $1 million bettors, this is the book that takes millions of dollars of bets. This is like the sharpest book there is. If they say that price should be -116 at close, you can trust that price is right. And it opened at plus money and just got murdered all the way down ever since. From +113 to -116, just getting hammered with millions and millions of action. So that's what you want to see if you're betting the Rams, is that sharp money pushing the line down. So just another thing to consider is that line movement. Anyways, guys, I will be placing the Rams -7.5 on bet 105 at -103. That's it for me. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are on. Let me know if you found the angle to get to the 49ers. Maybe you think they keep it close. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag. Come join the Discord. We'd love to have you in there and chat about the game tonight. And let's crack these folks.